Yeah, and here's some video from last night. One heck of a lightning show across North Texas as storms roared across the area. Also wind damage as well in some spots. There's some video from the sky. Look at the lightning crawling across the sky. We had plenty of that across North Texas yesterday. And one thing, too, is on top of the lightning, we had some serious winds across the area. So let's go check in with the city of Bonham, who issued a statement about their wind damage from last night.
Our crews are still trying to assess some of the damage. We do know that probably the hardest hit areas in town would be our central part of our community. Also, the eastern side of our community as well took a pretty good damage. There's a lot of vegetation down. There's a lot of trees that are down, which is causing a problem for electricity. We are extremely lucky that things didn't get worse. While things are certainly not great and there's a lot of disaster, happy to report that there's been no confirmed casualties, no confirmed real major injuries of any kind. We have had a couple, I think, service calls. Some of the confirmation was miles per hour was about 90 in some points of town where they were hitting a lot of our trees. We had a lot of roofs that went down. But we are still trying to assess damage. If you drive around our community right now, as I did this morning, and all of our staff members pitched in, you can see that our community has come together. A lot of them are helping neighbors out. We're blessed in the sense that while things aren't perfect, when it comes to wind gust at this velocity, this community hasn't seen it, and this community hasn't seen that level of any kind of tornadic activity.
Well, there is significant damage to this Brahms on State Highway 121. You can look right behind me and you can see that the roof is partially ripped off right behind me here, and there is debris and insulation all over the parking lot. The city of Bonham released a statement this morning saying it activated the outdoor warning system to alert residents of the severe weather. There are no reports of serious injuries, but there is significant storm damage to trees, homes, and businesses.
When I opened the door last night, everything was just going around in circles. This morning I woke up and everything is tore up. Trees down, tree on the car, a tree on the house.
This Brahms was also damaged in March during another severe storm. Crews are currently working across the city to clear up the mess from the latest storm. Residents are being asked to stay home in the meantime, and they can expect temporary roadblocks throughout the city as crews clean up the mess. Now, Brahms is usually open at 6 a.m., but they did tell me that they are closed and they plan to open hopefully later today. Ticia Muzinga, Texas Weather Live.
This situation around neighborhoods in White Rock Lake is getting a lot better now. The water has receded around 10 to 15 yards, but that flash flooding started at around 11 o'clock at night. That's when many of the storms in the area ramped up. There's rain accumulation between 1 and 4 inches in many parts across North Texas. Some areas across DFW saw 60 to 80 mile-per-hour winds, leaving some waking up without power. There's a couple damage reports, trees down in Knox Henderson and a ton of flooding in the Turtle Creek area. There was chaos on the roads near Dallas Love Field Airport. Rain caused flooding as water covered the northbound lanes of Lemon Avenue around midnight. Some people drove through the water while others decided to turn around and go the wrong way. You could see the water cause some wrecks, with a car reversing to avoid the water and backing into another vehicle. Fox 4 viewers sent in some video of the overnight storms. Take a look at this lightning here. It's lighting up the sky east of Fort Worth. Wow. Thanks to Valerie Lopez for sending this in. She caught the lightning strikes at the perfect moment. Now, again, the situation is getting a lot better here. There's runners running by. Drivers could now get through. But earlier this morning, we couldn't even see the roadway. Reporting in Dallas, Peyton May, Texas Weather Live.
Yeah, and now out in the field, we have Alex. Alex, you're over in Turtle Creek. What are you seeing out there right now?
Yeah, Dylan, for context, Peyton was talking about Turtle Creek being flooded. I know it's really far in the distance there, but that's actually Turtle Creek behind us, and you can see it's dry right now, no water on it. So thankfully, all of those floodwaters have subsided. Now, you know, the lightning really lit up the night sky, of course, all across parts of North Texas. I can tell you that I personally was awakened around 11:30 p.m. by that pounding wind and rain hitting our bedroom windows. Thankfully, we didn't suffer any damage, but as we know from seeing that report from Bonham, other folks weren't so lucky. Now, some of the worst damage, of course, was in the city of Bonham that's located in Fannin County. The city says it activated its outdoor warning sirens just before 10 last night. You know, there's significant storm damages there, as they mentioned, to the trees and homes and businesses, and there's those down power lines that they talked about all across the city, and lots of debris that we saw. You know, the Brahms ice cream shop, which is a staple there, located off North State Highway 121, was badly damaged. It had part of its roof ripped off, and residents say it's not the first time.
My photographer Jordan is taking it very, very slow. We are not getting on 75. We are taking the back roads, and you can see our windshield wipers are going. The wind is really picking up that rain, just blowing it across the road here. And when you can see beyond the rain and there's that bolt of lightning, you might be able to see the trees blowing in the wind. I can kind of feel the wind as it's blowing just against the car here. Our roof camera, it's really foggy right now. You can see the rain droplets. Oh, wow. Those lightning strikes. I know we've talked about it so much, but we have just seen lightning light up the sky so many times as the storm has made its way through this area.
So again, that wasn't residents, but of course our own Fox 4 Amelia Jones, who had been out following the weather developments along with her photographer Jordan and giving us that vantage point from the drive cam. I can also tell you that, of course, the lightning was really impressive. In Sanger, there was a possible power flash, and the lights could be seen flickering briefly off and on. And now, of course, that the severe weather has moved through our coverage area, the cleanup begins. Again, thankfully, Dylan, the water has subsided here in the Turtle Creek area, but lots of downed trees and power lines. And of course, we're going to be watching to see what the folks in Bonham do in the coming days. For Texas Weather Live, I'm Alex Poirier.
Yeah, Alex, and of course, going into it, the wind was the big story, but there was a lot of flooding last night as well. And the videos of the flooding in Turtle Creek were pretty scary at night. You can see that current ripping across the road. And that's the kind of situation that we really worry about, water sweeping cars off the road. So hopefully everybody heeded those warnings. Check out some of the pictures from last night. This was an incredible picture taken by our Fox 4 storm chaser, Michael Beard. By the way, give him a follow on social media. He does fantastic work all the time. So we got this picture, awesome shot of that spider lightning. Here's a few other pictures and videos. This is from Bill Strong up in Lake Bonham. One of the more impressive lightning videos I've seen in a while. I mean, it is literally non-stop lightning. You see cloud to ground one there. So this was one heck of a storm that moved in there last night. And then, by the way, we have some more pictures. This is some wind damage, a tree knocked down there in Cleburne. This is Tony Bird that sent this in, and we had a ton of pictures of tree damage emailed in or DM'd us into Facebook as well. So speaking of the wind, here is some of the wind reports. Now, we have an unofficial report of 90-mile-per-hour winds up in Bonham, but notice plenty of 80s showing up there. Weatherford, 80 miles per hour, 82 Valley View. DFW Airport officially gusted to 68 miles per hour. On top of that, there was a lot of rain last night. Carrollton with over 4 inches of rain there. Duncanville, 2.62 inches. Cooper, same there as well. Midlothian had 1.5 inches. Colleyville, just over 1 inches there. So widespread totals, 1 to 3 inches last night. Isolated amounts were higher than that.